The following is a presentation of Payoff Pitch Baseball. In 1994, the baseball season was canceled at around mid-August of that year. The players and the owners and the unions just could not make heads or tails and try to get anything going. When the season ended, a lot of baseball teams that were very much in the running for the playoffs found themselves missing out on what might have been. In the American League, the New York Yankees again were the class of that league. The Cleveland Indians were up and coming and getting stronger and stronger. The Baltimore Orioles, with players such as Mike Mussina and Rafael Palmeiro, a team to be reckoned with. The Chicago White Sox with the Big Hurt. Never count out their power. The American League West was not a good division that year. But with teams such as the Oakland Athletics with players like Rickey Henderson and Terry Steinbach, and the Seattle Mariners with Ken Griffey Jr. and Randy Johnson, anything was capable. We have now finished that regular season. Now everybody's records are 0-0. Now it's time to find out who really was the best in the American League. Hello, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you here to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Tonight, it's the 1994 American League Wild Card Playoff between the Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles. Philip Reynolds and Steeler fan 1933, I join you. Thank you for joining me here at Oriole Park for a one game for it all to see who will go play the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park on Wednesday. Great matchup tonight. It's going to be Randy Johnson versus Mike Mussina. Clearly, in my opinion, maybe the better of the two games to be played. Tomorrow we'll have the National League between the Giants and the Astros, but tonight it's all about the AL, and that's why I did a little American League monologue to present to you the six teams, I should say, that made the American League postseason. The Baltimore Orioles finished in second place in the American League East. Pretty much about 5 games behind the New York Yankees. The Yankees were definitely the team to beat in that division. The Seattle Mariners dramatically got into the postseason. And for those of you who probably did not watch my doubleheader between the Tigers and Mariners and the Reds and Astros, I do actually direct you into those games on my channel. And you'll see how the Seattle Mariners got in. But they did. On the likes of players such as Ken Griffey and Edgar Martinez, and some fine relief pitching. But tonight, Oriole Park at Camden Yards is ablaze with excitement. Not a seat is empty. The fans know here it's one game to move on in the first round of the wild card. That's why I call it a wild card series. This is the wild card playoff, one game, and then we have the wild card series, which is a best of 3 in number 4's home park, which in the American League is the White Sox. I am excited. I am very I thank you very much, Philip. I'm glad you saw my recap. Steeler fan has been with me ever since. A lot more people have jumped on the bandwagon since I started doing this. Now it's time to reward their faith and their loyalty from the 1994 restart, when we started it from August 12, 1994, to now we begin the postseason. And tonight, it's the American League Wild Card Playoff. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. For the Seattle Mariners, it'll be Eric Anthony batting first. Luis Sojo is second. Ken Griffey batting third. Jay Buhner is fourth. Reggie Jefferson batting fifth. Edgar Martinez batting sixth. Tino Martinez batting 7th, Dan Wilson batting 8th, and Felix Fermin is batting 9th. Defensively, for the Orioles, at first base is Rafael Palmeiro. Mark McLemore is at second. Leo Gomez is at third. The shortstop, of course, is Cal Ripken. In left field is Brady Anderson. Center field, Mike Devereaux. In right field is Chris Sabo. Behind the plate, Chris Hoyles, and on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles in this game will be Mike Mussina, and they are their ace. He's the ace. 16 wins, 5 losses, 3.06 ERA. Averaged about 5.1 strikeouts, 2.1 walks, and 1 homer per 9. But in this case now, in the playoffs, I will usually put the best pitchers with the lowest ERA. I don't care how many games they played. If they're on the playoff roster, they play. All right, the regular season is over. The restart is over. It's now time to play the games that really matter. Every team starts, no wins, no losses. The fans here are excited. It's the American League wild card. Let's get it underway. Top of the first inning, leading off for the Seattle Mariners will be Eric Anthony. Batted, Mussina's a righty. Anthony batted .235, 10 homers against right-handed pitchers. We are all set to get underway. Let's begin the playoffs. And it starts with a patient 44, and that's going to start with a base hit on Mike Mussina. It's an early single, and that will send Anthony to first base. Nice single for Anthony, 4B steal rating, 6 on the dice, will not run. And that will bring up Luis Sojo, batted .262, 4 homers against the rights. Fans are still coming in here at Oriole Park. Oriole Park, definite hitter's park. 1-73 left-handed batter, as you can see. 1-70 right-handed batter. It's 143 combined, definite hitter's park. So we could see a lot of balls flying out of here. Here's Sojo. The pitch to Sojo. That's going to be an in-play 32, and that's popped up behind the plate. Calling for it is going to be Hoyles, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Sojo goes back to the dugout. That will bring up Ken Griffey Jr., batted .339, 24 homers against rights, but probably no home run was as big in last year as the home run we saw on Sunday night's game. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Griffey, and that's going to be an in-play 99 fly ball to left. Coming under this is going to be Anderson. He gets to it, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away, Eric Anthony, 5 on the dice, will not run. Here is Jay Buhner, batted .254, 13 homers against the rights. Mike Mussina trying to get out of an early, getting up the base hit. And that's a tough 93, and that's a fly ball to left. Coming under that will be Anderson, and he sees it, and he makes the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit for the Mariners. And they strand Anthony at first. We go to the bottom of the first, starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles. Brady Anderson batting first. Chris Sabo is second. Rafael Palmeiro is third. Cal Ripken batting fourth. Harold Baines, the designated hitter, batting fifth. Leo Gomez is sixth. Chris Hoyles batting seventh. Mark McLemore batting eighth. And Mike Devereaux batting ninth. Defensively for the Orioles at first base is Palmeiro. Mark McLemore is at second base. Leo Gomez is at third. I'm looking wrong team. My bad. Tino Martinez is at first base. Felix Fermin is at second. Edgar Martinez is at third. Luis Sojo is at short. In left field is Eric Anthony. Jay Buhner is going to play center field, while Ken Griffey is actually going to be in right. Behind the plate is Dan Wilson. And on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, their ace, Randy Johnson. 13 wins, 6 losses, 3.19 ERA in 94. Average 10.7 strikeouts, 3.8 walks, 0.7 homers. And he does have a supplementary strikeout of 50 to 54, so I got to make sure I catch that just in case of a out on those innings. Bottom of the first, the fans here saw Baltimore get done with it in the first. Now let's see what they do here. Here's Brady Anderson leading off for the O's. Johnson is a lefty. Anderson batted .248 and a homer against left-handed pitching in 94. We're all set to go here. Some great baseball action. Let's see what the O's can do. And that's going to be a tough 74, and that is a fly ball straightaway center. Coming under that's going to be Buhner. He makes the catch. That's out number 1. 1 man down. Here is Chris Sabo, batted .278, 4 homers against lefts. He gets the call tonight. Pitch from pitch from the big unit. And tough 51, and that is a base hit for Chris Sabo. Or is it? Nope, I'm sorry, wrong. That is a strikeout. My bad. Strikeout on Chris Sabo. Got to check the left-handed. And it's over. And the thing, now here's how this works. As you see, 50 to 54, it's a 6 and a 51. 51 normally would be a ground out to third, but here it's a supplementary strikeout. So Johnson gets Sabo to strike out. That's where I got to look at, and that is 2 outs. So I go ahead and teach you guys the rules. This is so I continue to teach myself the rules. Salvador America joins me here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards for this AL wildcard game. Here's Rafael Palmeiro, batted .352, 10 homers against lefts. 2 outs already. Here's the pitch from Johnson. And that is a ballpark 94. That's going to be in play, though. And an in-play 21 is a base hit for Palmeiro. Slaps a single into left field. It is picked up by Anthony, throws it in. Palmeiro will hold it first. And that will bring up Iron Man, Cal Ripken, batted .345, 2 homers against lefties. Palmeiro on it first. Not going to steal. Randy Johnson deals the pitch. And that is a patient 29 single for Ripken. Base hit. Palmeiro with a run rating of 7. He will make it to third. He will hold there. And Ripken goes to first. Runners at first and third. 2 outs. And now here's the designated hitter, Harold Baines. Why he's in the Hall of Fame, I really don't know. But batted .176 and a homer versus lefties. Randy Johnson in a small little jam here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs. Needs to get Baines. Here's the pitch. It's a patient 52. And patient 52, and he struck him out. Got him looking at strike 3. Side retired. No runs. 2 hits for the Orioles. No score. How that works, of course, the supplementary strikeout, it has to be an out on the batter's card. So if the batter has a hit between these two, it's a hit. The only thing this does is replace an out. So if it says ground out on it. So I'll give you a quick example, like Brady Anderson here is 49 to 55. If it's a ground out normally, but this would replace 54 for a strikeout. That makes a difference, such as like ground outs and fly outs. That can make a big difference. And Randy Johnson had 200 strikeouts. That's why Joe Bryant added that rule. So, as I said, to teach you guys the rules and to help me refresh my own. We go to the top of the second inning. Leading off for the M's will be Reggie Jefferson, batted .346, 8 homers versus rights. Here we go. And that is a tough 17. Struck him out. Jefferson will head back to the bench. First strikeout from Mussina. And now we will see Edgar Martinez, batted .279, homers versus rights. You haven't got your game parts yet. They'll get them soon there, Phil. So always relax. They are coming. Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Patience. Pitch to Martinez. And that is a defense check, 36. That could be interesting. Error check to second base. Ball is hit to McLemore. His error rating is a 3, 1 to 36. 36, and he's not going to make the play. He's going to mess that one up. That's going to be an error. And it is a 1 base error as Martinez is going to get to first. That is an E4. And the first error on the Orioles in the game. The ball was hit to McLemore, error rating 3, and just could not make the play. Martinez holds it first. 4B steal rating, 11 on the dice, will not run. And the next batter will be Tino Martinez. Martinez batted .258, 16 homers against rights. Who's going to be the hero tonight? Who's going to be the main pitcher tonight? 1 out. Martinez on at first. Pitch coming. That is an in-play 82, and that's a ground ball to second base. Martinez's double play rating is an 8. 7 on the dice. They'll turn it. Second to shortstop. Back to first for 2. Double play. Inning over. Tino Martinez grounds into the 4-6-3. And so Mike Mussina faces the minimum batters. No runs. No hits, but there was an error. Still no score. Bottom of the second coming up. Leading off for the Orioles will be Leo Gomez. Batted .306, 5 homers against lefts. The big unit was 31 years old here in 1994. Amazing. He would have to wait 7 more years before he wins his championship with the Arizona Diamondbacks in one of his best years ever. It was 38. The thing about Randy Johnson, every year he got older, he just got better. That's why, to me, he's the most dominant left-hander I've ever seen. To me, the best pitcher, the best left-hander in baseball history was Koufax. But I wasn't born yet when he was pitching. But Johnson, yeah. Here's the pitch to Gomez. It is a tough 70, and that is a ground ball hit to second. Picked up by Fermin, throws to first, out number 1. And that will bring up Chris Hoyles. Batted .289, 8 homers versus lefts. Chris Hoyles, pretty good catcher, really. Pretty good catcher. Makes a few errors, but good range. Pitch to Hoyles. That is a tough 86. And that is grounded to shortstop. Easy play by Soho. Grabs it, throws to first, out number 2. And now we will see Mark McLemore. Batted .167, no homers against lefties. Here's the pitch. And that's a ballpark 97, but that's going to be in play. And an in-play 62 is a ground ball hit to second again. Easy pickup by Fermin. Pumps, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Johnson, as he gets them all on ground outs. Still no score at the end of 2. We go to the top of the third here. And who's leading off? That would be Dan Wilson leading off for the Mariners. Batted .213 and a homer versus rights. Mike Mussina, wheels and deals. That is an in-play 49, and that's grounded to third. Easy pickup by Gomez. Throws to first, out number 1. Fans here at Oriole Park enjoying it so far. In a game between Randy Johnson and Mike Mussina, who knows what you might get out of these two pitchers. Here's Felix Fermin. Batted .285 and a homer versus rights. He gets the call against Mussina. Here's the pitch. And that is a wheelhouse, and it's a rare play 0-0. How many times, every time a wheelhouse comes up and it comes out to be a rare play? Rare play dice say 56. Let's have a look. 50 Smith, hot smash to first base. If fielder has A or B range, he knocks the ball down and batter is out. It's hit to first. So the first baseman is Palmeiro. His range is a C. He's not going to get it. Otherwise, ball goes into the corner for a double. So Fermin hits this one past Palmeiro. Can't get it. He will head to second. 1 out double. Runner in scoring position. He will hold there. 4D steal rating. He has a chance to steal third, but he's not going to do that. And the next batter will be Anthony. Mussina wound up going to the Yankees is right. So Eric Anthony, a chance to see if they can get Seattle a run. Still one out. Here's the pitch. And it's an in-play 0-7, and that's a base hit by Eric Anthony. He smashes that one into the gap in right center field. Felix Fermin rounding third. He will score. Eric Anthony heading for second. He'll have no problem making it. That is a double. And it's the Mariners who score first. Anthony gets his second hit of the night. And that is a double. And the Mariners jump out 1-0 here in the third. An in-play 7 is a good double. That would have scored. A single would have scored him anyway. So Anthony is on second base, still one out. Mariners trying to pick up where they left off in their last game of the season against the Tigers. Here's Luis Sojo. Sojo is 0 for 1. Pitch on the way. And it's a tough 40. And single for Sojo. Base hit. That is a base hit. A sharp liner into center field. Runner on second will come around and score. Anthony will come in. It's now 2-0 Mariners. Sojo holds it first. And now the batter is Ken Griffey. Sojo, 4C steal rating, 8 on the dice, will not run. And coming out to talk to Mussina for a moment is going to be Hoyles. Try to settle him down a bit. Still one out in the top of the third. Mariners already ahead 2-0 on the Orioles. Could the Mariners be the Cinderella team of the American League? But boy, we got probably a month and a half to go before we find out who wins this whole thing. Griffey, the batter, he is 0 for 1. Pitch from Mussina, and a tough 39, and struck him out. Griffey goes down. Got caught looking at strike 3. It was a good changeup, and he just didn't swing at it. 2 down. And now a chance for Jay Buhner. Buhner 0 for 1. Every at-bat, every pitch is magnified in the playoffs, especially here in this American League wildcard playoff. Pitch. That is a 5. It's an in-play 0-2 base hit by Buhner. And that's more than a base hit. He smacked that one into the left field gap, down into the corner. Sojo, run rating of 8. He will score. Buhner goes to second. That is a double. And the fans here at Oriole Park are beginning to get a little bit worried, as Sojo scores all the way from first. Fourth hit given up by Mussina. And the Mariners now lead it 3-0. Buhner, a big in-play double. And the batter is the designated hitter, Reggie Jefferson. Jefferson struck out his last time up. 2 outs here, still in the top of the third. Pitch coming. 9, tough, 53, and that is going to be a base hit by Reggie Jefferson. He hits that one into left center field gap. Buhner's going to come around to score. Jefferson's going to have a double. 4-0 Mariners. That is the 4th double that Mike Mussina's given up in this inning. And the Mariners are now piling it on early. Baltimore does not want to go to the bullpen so quick yet. They want to just get this one last out. They're in Camden Yards. Oriole Park at Camden Yards tonight. Edgar Martinez comes up for Seattle now. I think if Mussina gives up one more run, I have to take him out. 2 outs, top of the third. Mariners have put 4 on the board. Pitch coming. That is a 6. That's a patient 95. And that's a fly ball to left. Coming under it is Anderson. He gets to it. And he grabs it for the out. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 on 5 hits. No errors. The Mariners jump out 4-0 after 2.5. But still lots of baseball to play. And you know, in a game of payoff pitch baseball, anything is possible, just like it should be in the real game. Bottom of the third. Leading off for Baltimore will be Mike Devereaux. Batted .235, 2 homers against lefts. Yeah, another bad payoff pitch start for Mussina. Sports Time Machine joins me, Utah Mike. Thank you for joining me, sir. An honor always to have you. Always an honor to have you, sir. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike was another one of the main channels that got me into doing this. Him, Cards and Dice, Al Red Sox fan, Bleacher Bums Gaming. One of the main reasons people I watched and started to say, you know what, let me see if I can do it too. Because I always had a knack for announcing. Here's Devereaux. Let's see if the Orioles can get some runs back. That is a tough 66, and that is a ground ball hit to second base. Picked up easily by Fermin. Throws to first, out number 1. Devereaux goes back to the dugout. Top of the order now. Here's Brady Anderson. Anderson is 0 for 1. You give Randy Johnson a 4-run lead. Is that going to be enough? Pitch from Johnson. And that is an 8. That is a patient 83. And that's grounded to second base again. Picked up by Fermin. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 2. Anderson heads back. How do you make a dice game special? That's right now. Cammy Poo shows up. There's Cammy Poo. What would my dice games without Steeler fan, Salvador, Sports Time Machine, Philip Reynolds, of course, Cammy Poo. How could I not? Always an honor. Philip Reynolds. Remember, you were first here at Oriole Park. In the chat. So remember, it's your job to feed and water the crowd, the chat. So make sure everybody has their proper drinks. Alcoholic, whatever. Here's Chris Sabo. Sabo got struck out his last time up. Pitch from Johnson. And that's a ballpark, but a ballpark 97 is in play. In play 42, ground ball hit to first. Easy pickup by Martinez. He had taken himself, tags the bag, and if you're the Mariners, that's exactly what you wanted. You did not want to give the O's any runs in the next inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Johnson. Still 4-0, Seattle, timeout. Free mango margaritas tonight. Dang, I'm there. I'm there, man. Make sure you make one for me, too. Welcome back to the American League Wild Card Playoff. Seattle Mariners leading the Orioles 4-0 in a 1 game to see who moves on to play the Chicago White Sox on Thursday for Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Tomorrow, we've got the National League Wild Card game. It'll be Bill Swift versus Doug Drabeck. Huge game as the San Francisco Giants take on the Houston Astros at the Astrodome tomorrow. The Astros, in a way, kind of limped in to the playoffs after getting swept by the Reds in the to lose the National League Central. But the Astros might take that as momentum and motivation to start winning games once again. Giants versus Astros, National League Wild Card Playoff tomorrow. The winner there goes to take on the Braves at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Meanwhile, back to here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, top of the fourth. 4 nothing. Mariners leading the O's. Mike Mussina back on the mound. Maybe he has calmed down a little bit. Here's Tino Martinez to lead off for Seattle. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 98. That's a fly ball to right field. Sabo's going to get to that one, and that's out number 1. Next up will be Dan Wilson. Wilson grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 80 and fly ball to center field. And it's going to be Devereaux getting to that. Makes the catch for out number 2. And the next batter is going to be the guy that started it all in the 2nd inning, or actually in the 3rd inning, and that's Felix Fermin. 1 for 1 with a double. Started the whole thing. As Salvador America says, O's appear to be heading for a postseason bust, but we'll see. Pitch to Fermin. It's a 7. It's an in-play 12. Base hit for Fermin, his 2nd hit of the night. He hits that one into left field. Picked up by Anderson, throws it in, and Fermin is on base for the 2nd time. He's 2 for 2. 7 on the dice, 4D steal rating will not run. Here's Eric Anthony. Already a 4-run lead. You're not doing anything like that. Anthony he's also 2 for 2. He's singled and doubled. So right now, Mussina's had his issue with Anthony and Fermin. 2 outs. How much does soda cost? Fermin on it first. Mussina, pitch to Anthony. And it's an in-play 0-1 base hit by Anthony, and that's going to go all the way to the wall in left field. Anthony's going to have himself his 2nd double of the night. Fermin will score from first all the way easily with a run rating of 8. He comes in. Anthony on at second base. It's now 5-0 Mariners. Eric Anthony, 3 for 3. And that's going to be all for Mike Mussina, as he is just completely ineffective today. The next batter for the Mariners is going to be Luis Sojo. SDGR Replays joins me here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And coming on to pitch for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Armando Benitez. 0.90 ERA. Only played in 3 games, but he's on the playoff roster. I don't care about the games anymore. It's the ability to pitch. Armando Benitez will come on and pitch to try to stop the bleeding. 5-0 Mariners. As Mussina goes barely goes 3 2/3 innings. Benitez can pitch innings 4 and 5. And here's Sojo. Sojo with 2 outs. Anthony on at second. Here's the pitch from Benitez. And that's a tough 52. And Benitez is a right-hander. That's a ground ball to third. Easy pickup there by Gomez. Throws to first, and the inning is over. The Mariners jump all over Mike Mussina. 1 run on 2 hits. And it is now 5-0 Seattle. There's a 5-run lead enough for Randy Johnson. You would think it would be. But leading off for Baltimore on the bottom of the 4th will be Rafael Palmeiro. This game is not over yet. Anything's possible. Palmeiro is 1 for 1 against Johnson tonight. Pitch. And it's a tough 17. Struck him out. Palmeiro will head back to the dugout. And that is the third K for Johnson. And now a chance for Cal Ripken. Ripken is also 1 for 1. Steeler fan says Griffey Jr. is his favorite player of all time. I loved him too, don't get me wrong. Here's the pitch to Ripken. And that is a patient 29, and that's going to be a single for Ripken. He's going to get a second hit off of Johnson. Ripken will hold it first on a base hit. He's 2 for 2. 2B steal rating, 5 on the dice, but you're the Orioles. You're down 5-0. You're not thinking of stealing or anything. Here's Harold Baines. Baines 0 for 1, struck out. Johnson's pitch. And that is a tough 83. And that's a ground ball hit to second base. Is that going to turn 2? Harold Baines double play ratings an 8. 7 on the dice. Yes, second base to shortstop. Back to first for 2. They turn it. Double play, inning over. 4-6-3. No runs and a hit for Baltimore. And it's still 5-0 Mariners. We go to the top of the 5th. Fans here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Yeah, right. How can it be a double play with all that speed on the bases? It was hit hard enough. Usually it also depends on how, I don't care how fast you are. If the ball is hit hard and fast to the fielder, you're gonna get out. Plus, Randy Johnson's double play rating's a 10. So he grounded out into a lot. He had a lot of people ground out. The higher your rating, okay, the better double play chance you have. Armando Benitez will pitch for Baltimore here in the top of the 5th, already 5-0. And here is Griffey, as Steeler fan was liking that. Griffey 0 for 2 today so far. Griffey, the big hero on Sunday night. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 38 and struck him out. Griffey will head back to the dugout on a K. Got caught looking at strike 3. Nice slider by Benitez. And now here's Jay Buhner. Buhner is 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Tough 65. And that is a ground ball hit to second base. That's picked up by McLemore. He throws to first. It's 2 outs. And now we'll see Reggie Jefferson. Get all the junk off the screen. Jefferson hit a double his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Benitez trying to calm things down, maybe give us a chance. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 65. And that's a fly ball hit to center field. Coming under it is going to be Devereaux. And he will get to it and puts it away for the out. Armando Benitez does what he had to do, which is slow down the Mariners' attack. No runs, no hits, no errors. Still 5-0. And that is Benitez's last inning. Actually, he's a long reliever. Okay, he can go one more. He's a long reliever. So that means he can go innings 4, 5, and 6. Didn't know that. Didn't look at the card. My bad. Here's Randy Johnson. He'll take over in the bottom of the 5th. Still time, but Baltimore already running out of outs. You're already down 5-0. It's not good. Here's Leo Gomez. And so far, Randy Johnson has owned the bottom of the lineup. Pitch to Gomez. That's a patient 38, and it's a walk. Gomez will take a walk to first. And the Orioles get a leadoff runner. A big base on balls. And now here's Chris Hoyles. Gomez, steal rating a D, will not run at all. Bears Den 007 joins me here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards for this wild card game. As you can see, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Mariners are already up 5-0. They chased Mike Mussina early. And the turtle won, yep. Here's the pitch to Hoyles. That's a patient 16. That's a walk. So now the Orioles have runners at first and second and nobody out. Johnson walks 2 in a row. Now can Baltimore take advantage of it? Here's Mark McLemore. He batted only 167. McLemore is the second baseman. The Orioles do have another second baseman to come up to bat, but I usually don't like replacing position players for pinch hitters until at least the 7th. And McLemore is 0 for 1. No, you give him another chance. Really hate doing that, but Mark McLemore, he will bat. He's 0 for 1. Nobody out. Runners first and second. Randy Johnson now in a little bit of a jam. Can the Orioles take advantage of it? And that is an 870. That's a patient 70, and it's a walk to McLemore. Randy Johnson has walked the bases loaded. Can you believe that? And they're going to go talk to him, settle him down, and that will bring up Mike Devereaux as the Orioles now have a big chance to get some runs. Bases loaded, nobody out. Mariners are going to keep the infield back. Try to turn a double play. You're up 5 runs. Get at least an out. They talked to Randy Johnson. Now they settle him down a bit. As Tabletop Sports Delaware now joins me here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Welcome, sir. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Mariners leading 5-0, and now the Orioles a chance. Pitch coming. It's a tough 48, and it struck him out. Randy Johnson gets Devereaux. Huge K. Devereaux goes down to the dugout. Knows that was a chance he missed. Now a chance for Brady Anderson. That's the 4th strikeout by Johnson. Anderson is 0 for 2. Infield is still playing back. They'll trade a run for at least an out or 2. But now 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Johnson, the big unit, tosses it. Patient 40, and he walks in a run. He walks in a run. Brady Anderson is walked on a 40, on a patient 40. Brady against lefties. He is walked, and the Orioles are on the board. Gomez trots home. The merry-go-round turns 1 space. And it is now 5-1. As now Johnson has some major control issues right now here in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles score a run and not even got a hit. And the batter now is Chris Sabo. And bases still loaded, 1 out. The infield is still back. Randy Johnson trying to maybe get this inning over has already given him, no, you don't yank Randy Johnson, not yet. Here's the pitch. And that's a tough 48. Tough 48. Ground ball to 3rd. That is a 9 on the board. Chris Sabo's double play rating is an 8. That's a ground ball hit to 3rd. The throw goes to 2nd to get Anderson. They try to turn 2. They cannot. So Hoyles will come in to score. McLemore goes to third. Anderson is out. Sabo's on at first. It's a fielder's choice, but it's now 5-2. A 9 on the dice. And Chris Sabo's double play rating's an 8, which is higher. Randy Johnson's a 10 or lower, so it's an automatic fielder's choice. But a run does score. 5-2 now. And the batter is Palmeiro. Timeout. And now Palmeiro steps into the batter's box. Now 5-2. Randy Johnson, Palmeiro, definitely hits lefties very well. 5-2. Johnson looking in. 2 outs. A double will clear the bases. Pitch to Palmeiro. Big pitch coming. Tough 34. Base hit for Palmeiro. He smacks that into left center field gap. That is going to be a double. A tough 34 is a double. McLemore will score. Sabo will score. Palmeiro goes to second. The Orioles are now back to within 1 run. And that is the first hit of the inning. 5-4 now. And the batter is Ripken. ID Jester joins me at the ballpark. Hello, I salute you, General. Welcome to Oriole Park Camden Yards. Now 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th. Now Seattle's bullpen gets ready, but they like to see if Johnson can get through it. Ripken, the batter. Ripken has got 2 base hits off of Johnson. He's 2 for 2. Mariners are up 5-0. It's now 5-4. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. Palmeiro's the tying run. Ripken is the go-ahead run. Randy Johnson trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That is a tough 80, and he will do so. Ground fly ball center field. Coming under it is Buhner. And he makes the catch, and the inning is over. 4 runs on 1 hit, 4 walks, and a fielder's choice. As Randy Johnson walks in a run scores on a fielder's choice, and Palmeiro doubles in 2. 5 in the books. Now 5-4. We got a ball game. What would you expect? What would you expect for a playoff game? We go to the top of the 6th. Benitez comes back out for the O's. Mike Mussina was chased. Leading off for Seattle is Edgar Martinez. On the top of the 6th. Edgar Martinez reached on an error and flew out. Now, can the Mariners strike and get a couple of runs back? Here's the pitch from Benitez. That's a tough 67, and that's a ground ball hit to second base. McLemore's got it, throws to first, out number 1. Next up will be Tino Martinez. He's 0 for 2. Pitch. Tough 25. Struck him out. Martinez will head back to the bench. Big K by Benitez. This is his last inning. And now a chance for Dan Wilson. Wilson 0 for 2. Benitez kicks and deals. That's a tough 21, and Wilson's going to get caught looking at strike 3. Beautiful slider down the middle. Wilson did not even take the bat off his shoulder. Side retired. Armando Benitez comes in and pitches beautifully, taking over from Mussina, and the Orioles scored 4 runs in the last inning. Anything is possible now. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 5-4 Mariners. Randy Johnson's fatigue inning is a 9. He gave up 4 runs. The leadoff batter for the Orioles is Harold Baines. And they're going to let Randy Johnson pitch to Baines at least. Baines does not hit lefties well, so Randy Johnson will pitch to him. Lefty on lefty. Randy Johnson's pitch. It's a tough 22. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Baines goes down again. Second time he struck out. The batter now is Leo Gomez. Now they might take Johnson out. I mean, do you really wish to? You're up 5-4. You're about to go. They're going to take Johnson out, and he is going to be done for the game. And coming on to pitch for Seattle will be Jeff Nelson. Nelson, 2.76 ERA. Johnson does leave with the win. Nelson can pitch innings 6 and 7. So here's Leo Gomez. He walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Jeff Nelson will now pitch to Gomez. Now it's the righties. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 45. And Gomez goes down on strikes. 2 outs. Just got him looking on that one. Gomez wanted a swing, held up a little bit, but the umpire rung him up. And that was a nice curve. The batter now for the Orioles will be Hoyles. Hoyles is also 0 for 1. 2 outs. Pitch. A tough 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Struck him out. 3 strikeouts. The Seattle strikes out the side. 1 by Johnson. 2 by Nelson. It still stays 5-4. Oriole Park at Camden Yards is loud. Is back to being loud. But the Orioles are running out of outs. Top of the 7th inning coming up. Baltimore needs a pitcher. The leadoff batter for Seattle is Felix Fermin. And the pitcher for Baltimore is going to be Mark Eichhorn. He will pitch to Fermin. Eichhorn's a short reliever, can pitch innings 7 and 8. He could got the swing off, exactly. So here's Felix Fermin, top of the 7th. And in case you're wondering, we got the 7th inning stretch, and no, people, there is no 10-minute ticker anymore. That is retired until the next season. So no 10-minute ticker. Not during the playoffs. Sorry. We don't do, every game gets played. Here's the pitch for me. That is an in-play 18. That's going to be a single for Fermin. He is going to make it to first. That is his third hit tonight. 2 singles and a double. Fermin will hold. 4 on the dice. 4D steal rating. Five to 4. I don't think you steal with a 4D steal rating. I really don't. Here's Eric Anthony. Anthony having a good day. He's 3 for 3. 2 doubles and a single. 4D steal rating. He did have 4 stolen bases, but I don't see you stealing here. Who knows, Philip? Who knows? I'm actually a pretty good singer, but I don't. I actually have sung in choirs and orchestras and stuff. I've done that, but the thing about a microphone like this will make me sound really, really bad. Fermin on it first. Anthony at the plate. Pitch. 7. Tough. 77. Fly ball to center field. Devereaux's going to get to that out number 1, and that's the first time Anthony didn't reach base. Next up is Luis Sojo. Fermin will stay at first. Sojo is 1 for 3. Pitch. In play, 20. Base hit for Sojo. That is a single. Sharp liner drops in front of left field. Fermin advances to second, and he will hold there as he cannot advance to third. And now runners at first and second and an out. Base hit for Sojo. His second hit of the game. And now a chance for Junior again to come through. Actually, I wish I had Appa Bryan here. His wife, Appa Bryan and his wife, they can both sing Take Me Out to the Ballpark extremely well. Usually they do in the start of his reports. So if you don't watch Appa Bryan, check his channel out. His Appa games are to die for. Runners at first and second. Here's Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 3 tonight. He's had no luck, except coming through the last time a couple of days ago. Mariners 5, Orioles 4, top of the 7th. Eichhorn trying to get this inning done. 1 out. Pitch. It's a tough 37. Struck him out. Ken Griffey. That is his 3rd strikeout in a row. And he's having a rough night. And now Jay Buhner. Buhner doubled. He's 1 for 3. With 2 outs, Fermin will score on a single. Sojo on a double. Pitch. 10 in play. 93. Fly ball to left. It's going to be Anderson getting to that one. Sets up under it. Blop. And it's in his glove. Side retired. No runs. 2 hits for Seattle. Maybe have gone by the board. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. With the score 5-4 Mariners. Be right back. Okay, there's your singing. Bottom of the seventh inning stretch. The Seattle Mariners jumped out to a 5-0 lead at the end of the fourth inning. They beat up Mike Mussina. The Orioles scored 4 runs in the bottom of the fifth. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Anything can happen here in this one-game playoff for the American League wild card. Remember, National League wild card tomorrow. San Francisco Giants at Houston Astros. Bill Swift goes up against Doug Drabeck. Should be a lot of fun at the Astrodome tomorrow. But in this game, whoever wins here takes a trip to Comiskey Park for a best-of-3 against the White Sox. Jeff Nelson will come out to pitch for Seattle again. He will pitch his second inning. So this will be his last inning to pitch. Leading off for Baltimore is Mark McLemore, and they are going to leave him in there because McLemore actually hits right-handers better. So he will go up against Jeff Nelson. As Brandon Baker joins me as Orioles baseball is on the air. It was 5-0 Seattle. Baltimore came back, and now it's 5-4. Bottom of the seventh. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Fans here are going crazy. They want to see something big for the O's. Pitch. It's a patient 15, and that's going to be a base on balls. McLemore draws the walk. He goes to first. Tying run is on. The batter is Mike Devereaux. Thank you all for joining me tonight. McLemore is on first. 5B steal rating. 6 on the dice, will not run. Devereaux, he is 0 for 2. And they might make a switch on him. I want to check to see if I have another center fielder, and we do. Devereaux is going to come out, batting only 191, so he will come out of the game. And coming into bat and also take over at center field will be Dwight Smith. Same kind of range, makes a few more errors, but Dwight Smith hits righties better. Dwight Smith will come on the bat. McLemore still on at first. Now we got to start playing some chess against myself. Max Cornelius joins me here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Smith at the plate. Nelson sets and deals. And that's a patient 91. And that is a ground ball to second base. Smith's double play rating is a 5. And the throw is going to go to first. McLemore is going to get to second. It was a slow roller. And Smith is out. McLemore makes second base on the fielder's choice. With a roll of an 11, the runner on first does make second base. So now the tying run is in scoring position, and the batter is Brady Anderson with 1 out in the bottom of the seventh. Top of the order for the O's. Fans here at Oriole Park saw the Mariners take a 5-0 lead, seen Baltimore come right back, make it 5-4. Nelson trying to keep it. No, you don't put the go-ahead run on base. You do not put the go-ahead run on base. Pitch to Anderson. It's ballpark 27. That's going to be a wheelhouse check, but a wheelhouse 98 is a fly ball to right. Coming under it is Griffey. He's going to get to it, makes the catch, out number 2. 2 down, runner on second still. And now the batter is Sabo. A chance for Sabo now, but 2 outs. McLemore will score on a single. Sabo is 0 for 3. Struck out, grounded out twice. Nelson looking in, looks back to McLemore, now looks back at the plate. Pitch. It's a patient 20, and that is a walk. That's a base on balls, which is really what you didn't want to do in this case. Sabo does go to first. Because now the batter is Rafael Palmeiro. And Palmeiro is 2 for 3 tonight. Single and double. They will keep Nelson on the mound. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Palmeiro at the plate now. Fans on their feet at Oriole Park. Pitch to Palmeiro. That's a tough 43. It's going to be a base hit for Palmeiro. This game is going to be tied. McLemore will score. Sabo goes to third. Palmeiro holds at first. Tie game. We are tied at 5. Mariners get out to a 5-0 lead. Baltimore comes right back and ties it up at 5. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. A tough 43 is good enough for Palmeiro to get a base hit. And now it's Iron Man's turn. There's Cal Ripken. Runners at first and third. That's the first run given up by Nelson. Another run, he would be automatically fatigued. But the reason why I'm keeping Nelson out there, he's actually their best reliever. 2 outs. Nelson now needs to get him out. Infield normal. Nelson's pitch to Ripken. Here it comes. It's a ballpark 80. That's going to be in play. In play, 67. Ground ball to second base. It's picked up by Fermin. Throws to short covering, and that will do it. Out to a 5-0 lead, the Mariners. And now the Orioles are doing to the Mariners what the Mariners did to the White Sox, to the Tigers and the White Sox earlier last week. One run, 1 hit, and a couple of walks. It's 7 innings in play. We are tied at 5. Top of the 8th. You can't tell me this isn't a playoff game. One game for it all. The leadoff batter for Seattle will be Reggie Jefferson. Eichhorn will pitch. He can pitch the 8th. Top of the 8th, 5-5. If this is how all our playoff games are going to be like, buckle your seatbelts for one hell of a postseason. Eichhorn pitching to Jefferson. Jefferson is 1 for 3 with a double. And that's a defense 54. Error check to first base. The ball is hit to Palmeiro. Error rating 4. 54 on the dice. He's not going to make the play. He is going to make the play. Palmeiro's got it. Throws to Eichhorn covering, 1 out. 54, error rating of 4. It's out. Great play by Palmeiro. And that is a G3. Palmeiro was able to make it and threw to Eichhorn covering, 1 down. Close. Almost read it wrong. Now the batter is Edgar Martinez. Pitch. Martinez is 0 for 2. He reached on base on an error. Ballpark 39. That's a wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 24. Pow! That one is hit high. That one is hit deep to left center field. It's going and going. Say goodbye. It is gone. Home run, Edgar Martinez. Wheelhouse 24 against the right-handers. And it sends it out of here over right center field. The Mariners retake the lead 6-5. Mark Eichhorn gives up 0.1 home runs per 9 in his 8, and the only way he can give one up is a ballpark, and that's exactly what he got. And a ballpark wheelhouse, and Martinez took him deep. 6-5 Mariners. The crowd just went very silent. Martinez, the big hit. And now here's Tino Martinez. That's only Eichhorn's first run he's given up. They'll keep him out there. But now 6-5 Seattle. Pitch to Martinez. That is a tough 0-6. Struck him out. Eichhorn gets him down looking. As Martinez was expecting a slider. And he got a curve and was right there. 2 down. The batter now will be Dan Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 3. Eichhorn with the pitch. It's a patient 15, and that's going to be a pound in the set. That's a base hit. That one's hit up the middle into the gap in center field. That's going to actually roll to the wall. Wilson heading for 2, and he's going to have it. That is a double. Wilson has his first hit of the game. A big 2-out double. And it brings up right now the guy who's probably going to get the Golden Bat Award, Felix Fermin. He's 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double, although he could share that with Eric Anthony, who's also 3 hits tonight. Fermin the batter now, 2 outs. They'll pitch to him. Fermin hits lefties better, so they'll keep Eichhorn on there. Eichhorn's last inning, trying to get the last one. Fermin 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. 2 outs. Pitch. That is an in-play 60. That's a fly ball to right. And that's going to be Anderson coming under it. And he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. The Mariners get 1 run on 2 hits. The one was a big blast by Edgar Martinez. It is now 6-5 at the end of 7.5. The leadoff batter for the Orioles will be Harold Baines. And coming in to pitch to Baines, maybe for 1 or 2 batters, is going to be Eric Plantenberg. No ERA. He's going to pitch to Baines. Baines only hits 176 against lefties as they're now in the bottom of the 8th. Now Baltimore might make a change. Let's see what they do. And they will do that. Baines is the designated hitter, so he can leave, and they'll bring up Jack Voigt, who will pinch hit for the Orioles. Voigt bats .293 against lefts. And Voigt will take over at DH. Eric Plantenberg must pitch to Voigt. As I usually go ahead and give, if I do If I do a substitution on one team, I give the other team an opportunity. Hate playing chess against myself. I'm not rooting for either team. I'm just enjoying this. Blankenberg will pitch to Voigt. Bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch coming. That is a patient 27, and that's going to be a base hit for Voigt. It's a single. Voigt will head down to first and we get there, and the tying run is on. I'm sorry, it's not Jack Voigt supposed to. Man, I had the wrong. Ripken was due up, I think. Ripken was due up, wasn't he? Hold on, timeout. No, Voigt was correct. Yep, Voigt was correct. Voigt's on base. He'll be on first. Still rating a D and not going to run. And here's Leo Gomez. And that's going to be it for Blankenberg as they come out and just take him they wanted to get him 1 inning. He could not do the job there. So Seattle will go back to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in Bill Risley. Risley will pitch to Gomez. Voigt on at first. Tying run. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Gomez. And that's a wheelhouse 70. But it's going to be grounded. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Wow, what a time for that to come. Gomez, double play rating of 6. Grounded to second. He's got it. Throws to short. Back to first for 2. Double play. Oh, my. Grounds out into a 4-6-3. 2 outs. Leo Gomez, a wheelhouse, but he chopped it. And now the batter is Hoyles. Hoyles is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Risley. Here's the pitch to Hoyles. And that is a patient 12, and that's a base on balls for Hoyles. He goes to first on a walk. And now the batter is McLemore. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 6-5. Risley now trying to see if he can get out of this inning and prepare Ayala to close in the 9th. Hoyles on at first, 3A steal rating and not running. McLemore, here's the pitch. And it's a tough 87, and that is a ground ball into short. Picked up by Soho, throws to second to get Hoyles, side retired. And the Oriole fans just let on a big groan that was heard all over. Eight innings in the books. No runs. 1 hit and a walk. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-5 Mariners. Seattle probably shouldn't even really be here, but they made it on some heroics on Sunday night. Baltimore, really the better team, chasing the Yankees the entire year. It is the top of the order for the Mariners and will be Eric Anthony. We'll see who the Orioles want to bring in to pitch. And then they're going to bring in their closer, Lee Smith, to try to get 3 outs. Lee Smith 1 win, 4 losses, 3.29 ERA, but he's going to try to get 3 big outs to give the Orioles a chance. It is time for the 9th inning. Do we see 9th inning magic? Eric Anthony is the batter. He is 3 for 4, had a very, very good day. Here's the pitch. It's a tough 84. Ground ball hit to second. Picked up by McLemore. Throws to first. Out number 1. Anthony goes down. And now Luis Sojo. Sojo is 2 for 4. 2 singles. He'll go up against Smith. Fans here cheering on Lee Smith. Lee Smith was 37 years old in 94. Still awesome pitcher. Hall of Famer, of course. Smith pitches to Sojo. And it's a tough 53, and that is a ground ball to third. That's picked up by Gomez. Throws to first. Out number 2. And now Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. is 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. He is 0 for 4. Lee Smith knows what Griffey's capable of doing. Only at 25 years old, before anybody knew really how good this kid was going to be. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Smith's got to get him out. Here's the windup. Pitch coming to the plate. And that is that's fouled away. Strike 1. Do it again. Lee Smith gets a new ball. Shines it up. Now gets ready to let it go. Griffey says something to the ump. He said, just get out there and just get to the batter's box and swing the dang bat. Smith gets ready. Pitch. Here we go. That's a tough 0-9. Struck him out. Griffey, 4 strikeouts tonight. He got the golden sombrero. And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Lee Smith. Griffey, the golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts. No heroics for him tonight. But we go to the bottom of the 9th. Mariners leading 6-5. The Mariners bring in their closer, Bobby Ayala. Got 6 outs on Sunday. As I told you, I reset everybody's fatigue. Everybody's fresh. As far as I'm concerned, my rule is this. A relief pitcher can pitch twice in 2 days. He could pitch today, and he could, in reality, could pitch tomorrow, but then he'd have to have a day off. Bobby Ayala will now try to get 3 big outs to send the Mariners to Comiskey Park. The Orioles need 1 run to tie. The leadoff batter for Baltimore will be Dwight Smith, and he will bat. That's .296 against rights. Fans at Oriole Park want to see Baltimore come through. Will we see 9th inning magic? Dwight Smith for Baltimore. 6-5. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th. It's a tough 77. And it's a fly ball center field. Coming under it is Jay Buhner. Measures it. Makes the catch. Out number 1. And now it's Brady Anderson. Anderson will bat. 0 for 3 with a walk against Ayala. Mariners 2 outs away from taking a trip to Comiskey. Here's the pitch. It's a tough 0-1. Struck him out. 2 outs. The batter now up is Chris Sabo. Baltimore is going to check to see if there's anybody they can bring in to bat. Sabo bats 247, and they do. Sabo is the right fielder. Coming out is going to be Sabo. Jeffrey Hammonds is going to come into bat. He bats 316. So Sabo will be done. Hammonds will take over in right if this goes any further. Jeffrey Hammonds, a big pinch hitter. Bobby Ayala trying to close it. He also has a strikeout supplementary, 50 to 56. He gets strikeouts. 2 outs. Fans here at Camden Yards on their feet. Mariners leading 6-5. Ayala sets up. Do the Mariners go to Comiskey Park? It's a patient 32, and it's going to continue. It's a base hit for Hammonds. Ball game is not over yet. Hammonds hits a single and goes to first. Base hit for Hammonds. The tying run is on, and now the winning run is Rafael Palmeiro. Hammonds, a 4A steal rating, of course not running. Palmeiro, monster at the plate. Bobby Ayala. This is what you expect in a game like this. Tying run on. Palmeiro at the plate. Philip Reynolds doesn't like this. Salvador America says it's all for marbles. Got people rooting for the Orioles. Got people rooting for the Mariners. Who you guys going to root for tomorrow when the Giants play the Stros? Oh, boy. Here we go. Hammonds at first. Palmeiro. Once again, does Seattle go to Chicago? It's a patient 65. Yes, fly ball to left field. Coming under it is going to be Eric Anthony. Palmeiro just missed it. Anthony looking at it, squeezes it. Mariners win the ball game. They're going to the Comiskey Park. They advance to the wild card series. They knock out the Baltimore Orioles 6-5. No runs, 1 hit for Baltimore. And the Seattle Mariners advance to the American League Wild Card Series, best of 3 against the Chicago White Sox in Comiskey Park. Sorry about that, Brandon. For the Mariners, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. For Baltimore, 5 runs, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits, 1 error. Randy Johnson gets the win. No, I'm sorry. Game was tied. I'm sorry. Nelson gets the win. Jeff Nelson gets the win. The losing pitcher is Mark Eichhorn. He gets the loss. Bobby Risley gets a hold, and Bobby Ayala gets a save. The player of the game, Eric Anthony, was 3 for 5. Fermin was 3 for 4, but I'm going to give the player of the game to Edgar Martinez. Big home run in the top of the 8th inning to make it 6-5. Baltimore goes to 1-0. Seattle goes to 1-0. Baltimore goes to 0-1. Their season is over. And the Seattle Mariners, once again, big late inning heroics, and they will go play the White Sox in a best of 3 starting Thursday at Comiskey Park. Some cheering there, but the Mariners are doing it a little bit quietly. They know they're not on their home field. They're in Baltimore. They're keeping it quick. They know they got a tough series coming up against Jack McDowell, Wilson Alvarez, the Big Hurt, in Chicago. And Comiskey Park is going to be crazy for that one. What a big win for the Seattle Mariners, a team with 69 victories for the year, and they beat a 90s victory Orioles team in Payoff Pitch. What a victory for the Mariners. If this is how our games are going to go, I can only imagine what tomorrow's going to be like. How all the games are going to be like. Woof. And that's just the first game of this postseason. We got a lot to go. It's going to take at least about a month and a half to play the postseason. About a month and a half to do it. But it should. It should take at least a month of good postseason action. And I will be taking breaks, a day off between each round of the main playoffs. I'm not going to take a break, though, after the wild card. We're going to go right to the wild card series because it's still considered one round. Philip Reynolds, Salvador America, Max Cornelius, Brandon Baker, SDG Replays, Cammy Poo, 2915, Steeler Fan, ID Jester, Tabletop Sports Delaware, Bears Den 007, Cammy Poo 2915, Sports Time Machine. Thank you all for joining me tonight in only the first game of this postseason. Tomorrow, live from the Astrodome, the San Francisco Giants versus the Houston Astros as the National League Wild Card Playoff gets done. It'll be Bill Swift versus Doug Drabek. And we know how well Drabek pitches. I think the Giants are in for a rough game, but anything can happen. Anyway, hope everybody enjoys it. Stay safe, stay smart, stay strong, stay healthy. Final score here, Mariners over the Orioles 6-5, advance to the Wild Card Series. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the Astrodome. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.